have come with the explanation of 6.11c, module 6.11c. I already told you I'm going to explain 4 modules with 4 problems of salary computation. So 6.11 module is divided into 6.11a, 6.11b, 6.11c and 6.11d. 6.11a and b already I have explained. Now I'm going to explain 6.11c. Here also 4 full problems for salary computation. Lot of adjustments we are going to cover. So here I have to tell you that, see, I told you when I explain salary, sometimes in the question, net salary will be given in the question. But we have to calculate from gross salary. Certain items like income tax or RPF contribution, something will be deducted from the gross salary, and in the question they will give you net salary. So you have to calculate, the calculation should be from the gross salary. So whatever is deducted from the gross salary, you have to add back and you have to arrive at gross salary, and then you have to do the calculations. So that is 2 problems I have worked out like that. You are getting net salary. From that you are taking gross salary and you are doing the computations. That is one thing I want to tell you. Then when I explain grade, pay, salary, pay scale and all, I have explained that one problem I have worked out. So that also, this is important. So this problem, pay scale, grade, pay and all, I have explained with one problem. So this 2 concepts are very important for this module, and I'm going to explain with the help of PowerPoint presentations. So we have only now one more module where I'm going to explain another 4 full salary problems. So with that, I'm going to complete the salary computation. Then we will go to the next module, income from computation of house property. So that is also important. So this salary computation, if you learn thoroughly, then 50% of the income tax syllabus you have covered. So that is the difficult thing, because other chapters calculation is very simple compared to computation of salary, because salary component, each component has got its own calculation. If you take HRA, or if you take concessional rental accommodation, or if you take RFA, so lot of adjustments are there. So this will make the computation difficult. But now I know that I prepared it in a systematic way and in a simple way, and you're going to do and I've done maximum justice for explaining these modules. I've spent so much time for that. So make use of that and try to get good marks. So 9th problem. So this will be problem number 9, 10, 11 and 12. So problem number 9, from the following details submitted by Mr. P, compute his taxable salary. Salary received 2,40,000. So from this, income tax deducted at source 12,000. So I told you, you have to add back this to get the gross salary. Similarly, own contribution to RPF deducted at source from salary 38,000. So these 2 values you have to add back to get the gross salary. Whatever salary received is given in the question is the net salary. Now dearness allowance is 50% of salary. So employer's contribution to RPF is 29,000. We have to check whether it is exceeding 12% or not. Then only it will be taxable. So now next point is interest on accumulated balance of RPF, 9.5%. So when I explained Provident Fund, I told you if interest is not exceeding 9.5%, it is not taxable. So this item is not taxable. Now he is provided with a rent-free furnished accommodation owned by the employer at Kolkata. So fair rental value of the house is 8,000 per month. Cost of furnishing 90,000. Gardener's salary of 6,000 per month is paid by the employer. Population of Kolkata is about 25 lakhs. Gardener's treatment, I told you, when the house is owned by employer, it is not taxed separately. Now, he is provided with a car of 1.5 liter cubic capacity. I told you, car, 2 rates you have to remember if he is getting for personal and official purposes. So, less than 1.6 cubic liter capacity is 1,800. More than that, it's 2,400. Driver is 900 per month. So, driver for both personal and official purposes. Premium on the life insurance policy of employee paid by employer is 8,200 per month. Completely taxable. Compute the taxable salary for the assessment year 2021. Now, table showing the taxable salary computation of Mr. P for the assessment year 2021. Net salary received 2,40,000. So now we are adding income tax deducted at source 12,000, own contribution to RPF 38,000. So you are getting salary received is 2,90,000. So gross salary is 2,90,000. Now dearness allowance is 50% of gross salary. So 50 by 100 into 2,90,000, 1,45,000. Because the direct value is not given in the question, here you have to calculate that. Now employer's contribution to RPF. About 12% is taxable. So 12% you can calculate. 2,90,000 into 12 by 100. So 34,800. So here you have to remember that it's not exceeding 12%. It's not taxable as 29,000 is so 34,800. So 30 up to 34,800 is 12% of RPF contribution. But here employer is contributing only 29,000. That meaning it's less than 12%, so it will not be taxable. Now interest for RPF credited 9.5% is allowed. Above 9.5% only it will be taxable. Value of car I told you 1,800 into 12, 21,600. Driver 900 into 12, 10,800. These are all standard rates. You can always remember these rates. Life insurance premium paid by employer 8,200. Taxable specified employee. Specified employee annual salary above 50,000. Not monthly salary, annual salary. Taxable RFA that I am going to explain in the next slide. Taxable RFA 52,500. Gross salary, adding all these values you will get 5,28,100. Standard deduction 50,000. No other deductions. Entertainment allowance is not there. Professional tax paid by employer is not there. So taxable salary is gross salary minus 50,000. It is 4,78,100. Now, computation of RFA. Salary for RFA is gross salary, 2,90,000. DA is not there. Other taxable allowances are not there. Fees, commission, all these values are not there. So, RFA is 15% of salary because population is about 25 lakhs. Cost of furnishing, 90,000. You have to add 10%, 9,000. So, taxable value of RFA is 52,500. That we have already included in the gross salary computation. Now, next problem, problem number 10. Compute taxable salary of Mr. P, who is working in a private firm at Kolkata for assessment year 2021. So, net salary. Here also I told you two problems I am going to do with the net salary. So, to get gross salary, I have to add these values, whatever is deducted from the salary. Net salary received after deducting income tax and own contribution to RPF, 4,20,000. So, income tax deducted at source, you have to add back 18,000. Own contribution to RPF 42,000. Employer's contribution to RPF 42,000. Now dearness allowance at 50% of first rupees 2 lakh and 25% of remaining basic salary. So first you have to calculate the basic salary. Now interest credited to RPF at 12%, definitely taxable because above 9.5% taxable. HRA per annum is 96,000. Rent paid by employee is 10,000 per month. So we have to calculate the HRA computation. Reimbursement of medical expenses for eye surgery of his wife. Notified deceased and from a notified hospital exempted. Notified deceased, notified hospital exempted. Free refreshments during working hours exempted. Free services of sweeper and watchman by employer 600 per month. See, sweeper salary 600 per month. That is given as monthly salary. Watchman salary is given for the annual salary 9,600. So 600 into 12 plus 9,600 total value we will take. Free lunch during office hours, cost of which is estimated at rupees 200 per meal for 300 days. Always remember that free lunch, 50 rupees worth free lunch is allowed. So here in this case 200 minus 50, 150 into 300 will be taxable. So this is a new adjustment you are learning. Free lunch, if it's up to 50,000 it will not be taxable. More than 50, free lunch up to 50 rupees is exempted. More than 50 rupees will be taxable. So 200 minus 50 into 300. Now conveyance allowance, he has not spent anything. That meaning it will be fully taxable. Compute is taxable salary. Now, table showing the computation of taxable salary of Mr. P for the assessment year 2021. Net salary received is 4,20,000. You have to add two values. One is income tax 18,000, own contribution to RPF. So the basic salary you are getting 4,80,000. Remember, dearness allowance is not directly given. It's given that 50% of the first 2 lakhs of the basic pay. Remaining 2,80,000, it's 25%. So 50 by 100 into 2 lakhs, you will get 1 lakh. Now remaining 2,80,000. From 4,80,000 you are calculating. 2,80,000 into 25 by 100 is 70,000. So 1,70,000 is the DA. Now employer's contribution to RPF. It is given that 42,000. So what will be 12% you have to calculate. Here DA is not entering into retirement benefits. So RPF contribution will be the salary. 4,80,000 into 12 by 100. So it is 57,600. He can contribute, employer can contribute up to 57,600, but he has given only 42,000. So not taxable. Interest credited to RPF at 12% is 24,000. Now we know that more than 9.5% is taxable. Now how you will calculate? 12 by 100 is 24,000. So you can calculate 100%. How you calculate 100%? 24,000 into 100 divided by 12. So full interest is 2 lakhs. Now you can calculate 9.5% of 2 lakhs. That is 19,000. So excess interest credited is 24,000 minus 19,000. It's 5,000. Now free refreshments during working hours. We have worked out in other problems also, completely exempted. Free lunch during working hours. I told you 50 rupees per meal only is exempted. Taxable amount is 200 minus 50 into 300. 24,000 will be taxable. This is a new adjustment. Lunch, free meal only up to 50 rupees per day is exempted. More than 50 if they are spending, it will be taxable. Salary of sweeper and watchman. I told you one salary 600 is given as per month. Watchman salary is given for the year. So 600 into 12 plus 9,600, 16,800. Now taxable HRA, I am explaining as the next slide. So gross salary, taking the total of all these values, 7,64,800. Standard deduction, only 50,000 is allowed here. So taxable salary is 7,14,800. Now next slide, I am going to explain the HRA computation. HRA, actual HRA per annum value is given 96,000. Now you know that HRA deduction, I told you section you have to remember, section 1013A. That's very, very important. 2 marks if you get a question, you have to quote the section also. Less exempt least of the following. Actual HRA received 96,000, 50% of salary. So 4,80,000. DA is not entering into retirement benefits. So 4,80,000 into 50 by 100, 2,40,000. Now excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. It's given in the question, employee is paying 10,000 for accommodation. So 10,000 into 12, 1,20,000 minus 10% of 4,80,000. So 1,20,000 minus 48,000, 72,000. Now from these values, which is the least value? Whether 96,000 or 2,40,000 or 72,000. 72,000 is the least value. So taxable HRA is actual HRA minus exempted value. So 96,000 minus 72,000. So you will get 24,000. Now next problem. Compute taxable salary of Mr. R working in Mysore from the following details for the assessment year 2021. Salary 4,50,000, encashment of earned leave. While in service, if a government sector employee or private sector employee is encashing leave, completely taxable, 20,000. Uniform allowance. He had spent 12,000. What he received is only 10,000. So it is not taxable. More than the amount he received, he had spent. So it is not taxable. If any balance amount is there, it will be taxable. Research allowance. Spend rupees 9,000. It will not be taxable. He received 9,000. He had spent 9,000. It will not be taxable. Scholarship granted to his son by the university, 4,800. Now education allowance for his granddaughter, 3,000. It will be taxable. Education allowance. I told you the difference between education expenses reimbursed and education allowance. Education allowance, I told you, own children, only 2 children it's allowed. It's not for grandchild. It will be completely taxable. Education allowance given to his son studying outside India, 30,000. Now loan at concessional rate. This is a new adjustment. Loan at concessional rate to buy a new car. at the rate of 6.4% and rate of interest by SBI is 9.25% as on 1/4/19. Date of loan is 1/4/19 is 1,80,000. See here you have to remember that. See, when the employer is giving a loan at concessional rate to the employee, we will see the rate of interest charged by SBI. So here in this question it's given 9.25%. So the date also is important. Beginning of the previous year. So here our previous year is 2019 to April 1st to March 31st, 2020. So 1/4/19 rate is 9.25%. He is getting at 6.4%. So the difference amount will be taxable. And the value is given, value of loan is 1,80,000. Helper allowance is 18,000 and he had engaged a helper to perform official duties and paid rupees 15,000 as salary to him. So the difference will be taxable. 15,000 he had spent for official purpose. 18,000 he got, so 3,000 will be taxable. Now professional tax paid by employer. Many problems we have done this adjustment. Two places you have to adjust. One is with gross salary you have to add. Then we are allowing as a deduction under section 16 from gross salary. Value is 2,000. Refreshments during office hours at an estimated cost of rupees 500 per month, rupees 6,000. Refreshments during office hours exempted. Here they are giving the value to confuse the students. Always remember that you should be strong with the theoretical concepts. Now club bills of employee paid by employer fully taxable. Specified employee 15,000. Employers and employees contribution to RPF 14%. About 12% will be taxable. HRA received by him is 12,000 per month and the rent paid by him is 15,000 per month. We have to calculate HRA. Compute the taxable salary of Mr. R. Now table showing the computation of taxable salary of Mr. R. Salary 4,50,000. Now leave encashment fully taxable. Uniform allowance more than the allowance is spent, so it will not be taxable. Research allowance actual minus amount spent. Full amount he had spent, not taxable. Scholarship granted from university, exempted. Education allowance to grandson, fully taxable. Own children, only children it's allowed. Own children, not for grandson, taxable. Concessional interest on loan to buy the car. I told you 9.25% is the rate allowed by SBI. 6.75% is getting. So the difference 4,000 into 1,80,000. So 4,500 will be taxable. Helper allowance I told you 18,000 he got, 15,000 he had spent. Balance will be taxable. Professional tax paid by employer 2,000. Two places we will adjust. We will add with gross salary. We will deduct from gross salary. Refreshments during working hours exempted. The rate, month and all they have mentioned to confuse the students. Remember that refreshments during working hours completely exempted. Club bills paid by employer completely taxable 15,000. Employer's contribution to RPF in excess of 14%. Now how you calculate 14%? Basic salary alone. There is no DA which is entering into retirement benefits. So calculate 14% of 4,50,000 minus 12% of 4,50,000. That is 63,000 minus 54,000. 9,000 will be taxable. Now taxable HRA is 9,000. I am going to explain in the next slide. Gross salary, adding all the values you will get 5,45,500. Less deductions under section 16. Standard deduction 5,000. Professional tax paid by employer 2,000. Taxable salary, gross salary minus 52,000. That is 5,45,500 minus 52,000. 4,93,500. Now table showing the computation of taxable HRA. Actual HRA received is 12,000 into 12, 1,44,000. Now let's exempt least of the following. Actual HRA received 1,44,000. Now 40% of salary because workplace is Mysore. If it's metro, it is 50%. So 40 by 100 into 4,50,000, you will get 1,80,000. Excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. 15,000 is the rent he is paying. So 15,000 into 12, 4,50,000 minus 4,50,000 into 10 by 100. That meaning 1,35,000. 15,000 into 12, 1,35,000 minus 45,000. So you will get 1,35,000, 90,000 you will get. So 90,000, 1,35,000 minus 1,35,000 minus 45,000 is 1,35,000. Correct. That value is correct. Computed value is correct. 1,35,000 minus 45,000 is equal to 1,35,000 itself. So least value. One is 1,44,000, one is 1,80,000, and one is 1,35,000. So least value is 1,35,000. So taxable HRA is 1,44,000 minus 1,35,000. 9,000 is taxable, which we have included in the computation of gross salary. Now last module for this problem, this is very important. Salary pay scale and grades pay I have explained. So Mr. Dr. D is appointed as a principal of a government college. So entertainment elements is also there in this question. So remember that you have to calculate exemption for government employee for entertainment elements also. So 1,117 in the grade of 37,400 slash 1,250 slash 62,400 pay scale. Now I'll explain at a basic pay of 37,400. So this meaning 1,117 he is joining with 37,400. When he will complete 1 year of service, 1,250 will be added to his salary. So that will be the salary for the next year till he will reach 62,400. After he reaches 62,400 like this, next pay scale will come. So this is the computation. I have explained in the solutions also. And his grade pay is 10,000 per month. Grade pay you have to remember. Grade pay meaning, see, grade pay, that meaning if it's a university employee, assistant professor is there, associate professor is there, professor is there. Assistant professor grade pay will be, imagine if it's 5,000. Associate professor if it's 7,500. Professor it is 10,000. Like this grade pay is based on the position he is holding in the organization. So this will be included for retirement benefits. Grade pay, please remember that whether it's mentioned or not, you have to include this for retirement benefits. Now DA is 80% of basic pay and grade pay. So that is why DA is also basic pay and grade pay. City compensatory allowance 1,200 per month. His contribution to Provident Fund is 4,000 per month. Now interest credited to Provident Fund. It is not given that whether it's RPF. We will consider only if it's RPF. Provident Fund can be anything. Statutory Provident Fund, unrecognized Provident Fund, URPF, RPF or Public Provident Fund. So once it's mentioned as RPF, then only we will do the treatment. So these two items, Provident Fund contribution and interest credited, we will just ignore because it's not mentioned whether it is related to RPF. Now entertainment allowance, here you have to calculate the deduction also because he is a government employee. 1,000 per month. Fixed medical allowance taxable. It is not reimbursement. Fixed medical allowance 750 per month. Please remember that one word can change the computation. Fixed medical allowance. He has not spent anything. He is just getting a fixed amount, fully taxable. Examination remuneration 8,400 per annum. This will not be treated under this head. See, one item we have taken, board meetings attended by employee. That also there is no employer-employee relationship to treat examination remuneration under the head salary. It will go to income from other sources. He is provided with rent-free accommodation with a fair rental value of 15,000 per month. Rent-free accommodation, if it's government sector employee, you have to remember the fair rental value or the license fee fixed by the government only we will take. So here it is directly given. You don't have to calculate. 15,000 per month. So annual value will be 15,000 into 12. So that is another adjustment. Entertainment allowance, RFA, you have to remember government sector employees, different computation. Compute his taxable salary. Now, I told you 37 table showing the computation of basic salary statement I am giving. So he's starting with 37,400 on 1,117. 1,118, he has completed 1 year. That meaning 37,400 plus 1,250. He is getting 38,650. Now next year 38,650 plus 1,250. It is 39,900. Now our previous year 1,119, 39,900 plus 1,250. 41,150. Now salary we have previous year is April 1st, 2019 to March 31st, 2020. So 1/4/19 to 1/1/20. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 10 months he will get 39,900 as the salary. So 3,90,000. Now salary for 1/2/2020, that is 41,150. That is 2 months, February and March, 82,300. So total salary is 3,99,000 plus 82,300, 4,81,300. Now, table showing the computation of taxable salary of Dr. D for the assessment year 2021. Entertainment allowance and RFA computation different for government employees. Please remember, entertainment allowance we have to adjust in two places. We have to add with gross salary and we have to deduct from gross salary. So basic salary we have calculated 4,81,300. Grade pay 10,000 per month. 10,000 into 12, 1,20,000. DA 4,81,300 into 80 by 100 plus 1,20,000. So it is 4,81,040. So it is given that basic salary is 80% will be DA and full grade pay. So that is how you are getting 4,81,040. City compensatory allowance 1,200 per month. 1,200 into 12, 14,400. Dr. R's contribution and interest credited to Provident Fund is not considered for the salary computation as it is not RPF contribution. It is not mentioned as RPF. It can be Public Provident Fund. It can be Unrecognized Provident Fund. It can be RPF or it can be SPF, Statutory Provident Fund. They have not mentioned. They have to mention that it's RPF. Then only we will consider for salary computation. Now, entertainment allowance, two adjustments. Here we will add with gross salary. Again, we will find out the exempted limit and we will deduct. So, 1,000 into 12, 12,000 is added to gross salary. RFA being a government employee, RFA is the license fee fixed by the government. It's directly given in the question 15,000 into 12, 1,80,000. Examination remuneration is taxed under the head income from other sources because employer-employer relationship is not there. If it is not there, it will go to income from other sources. We will include only if there is an employer-employer relationship in the computation of salary income. Fixed medical allowance fully taxable 750 into 12 9,000. So gross salary is 12,97,740 adding all the values. Now less deduction under section 16 entertainment allowance 5,000. How we are getting that exemption? I have explained in the next slide. Standard deduction 50,000. Taxable salary is 12,42,740. That is 55,000 you have deducted from the gross salary. Now, how you are getting exemption for entertainment allowance. So, statutory limit is 5,000. It's not per month, it's per annum. It's the statutory limit. You don't have to remember as per month or per annum. Statutory limit is only 5,000. So, most of the students will take it as 5,000 per month. There is no per month or nor per annum. It is statutory limit is 5,000. Please remember, it's 5,000 only. 1/5 of basic salary. So basic salary plus grade pay. I told you grade pay is entering into retirement benefits. So 4,81,300 plus 1,20,000. You will get 6,01,300. 1/5 meaning divided by 5. So you will get 1,20,260. Actual HRA received is 12,000. So least amount will be exempted. So least amount is 5,000. That is why we have included in the 5,000. We have excluded from the computation. Now, 3 modules we have explained with salary computation and 12 problems we have learned. So, salary pay, grade pay, entertainment allowance for government employees, RFA computation, from if you are getting net salary, how you have to compute gross salary. These are all the important points we have learned in this module. Now I have one more module where I am going to explain another 4 problems. So with that you should be thorough with the computation. Don't make mistakes. So if you read this and do the problems in your notebook, again and again you practice that. More than these adjustments what we are learning, nobody can ask you questions. So everything we are covering. So do well and make use of this opportunity. So please do hard work and try to get good marks. So I will be happy when my students will get good marks and they will get the maximum benefit out of that. So thank you for watching and give me the valuable feedback and suggestions. See you with the next module. So that is the last module from computation of salary. After that, we are going to computation of house property income. So that is not that difficult like computation of salary income. So you, but once you learn it systematically, it's very simple. I have made it very simple and this is simple calculation for you. So please work hard and get good marks and make me happy. Thank you.